Welcome to Official News Network. Please subscribe and check notification box to get all breaking news alert.
Democrats started cheering when Supreme Court ruling started, but they were raging by the end. The fight to protect Americans' constitutional rights rages on. We have a great president who will protect our rights. But throughout the court system, radical liberal judges seek to knock down our freedoms. Across the country, federal judges, appointed by Obama, look for reasons to violate our rights, especially our Second Amendment rights. Their ultimate goal is to prevent law-abiding citizens from even owning guns. And Democrats are waiting in the wings to see each of our God-given rights stripped from us until the state is in control of everything. When they heard the Supreme Court's ruling, they started cheering, but by the end they were furious over the real result. Recently, the Supreme Court refused to hear two important Second Amendment cases. This made sure gun control rulings remain in place. It might appear to be a loss for gun owners, but it will turn out differently in the long run. From the Washington Times. The Supreme Court announced Monday it had declined to hear two Second Amendment cases, leaving intact gun control laws in Maryland that restrict the types of weapons that can be bought, and in Florida that largely prevent gun owners from carrying their weapons in the open. The justices denied both cases without comment, leaving in place lower court rulings upholding the two laws. Eric Friday, who represented gun owners in the Florida case, said he thought the court's Second Amendment supporters were making a strategic decision in refusing to hear the cases, keeping their powder dry for later, when they may have more support on the high court. The Florida case involved a challenge to the state's ban on open carry, which extends to even those licensed to carry a concealed weapon. Dale Norman challenged the law after he was arrested and fined for brandishing his firearm holster, which was visible while he was walking down the street. He argued prohibiting open carry violated his constitutional rights, but the Florida Supreme Court sided with the state. In the Maryland case, gun owners had challenged the state's ban on some semi-automatic rifles and large-capacity ammunition magazines. The Fourth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals rejected those complaints, saying the Second Amendment doesn't protect military-style gear. Clearly those Maryland judges lack even the basic understanding of firearms. Calling semi-automatics military-style gear? Do they not know that all guns are military gear? These judges are interpreting the Second Amendment based on their politics, not facts. The Second Amendment clearly refers to a militia as the reason citizens should keep weapons. That sounds military enough to me. The fact that the Supreme Court refused to hear these cases isn't the same as them ruling on them. Had the court taken up the cases and voted against the Second Amendment, those rulings would last for decades. Turning down these cases now, before Trump can get a few more justices in place, was strategic. In the coming years, it's very likely